Hey everybody, what's up? Hope everybody had a great day. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Hope you got out there and was able to enjoy some of the weather and stuff, because that's what you got to do. There's so much of this doo-doo going on. You just have to get out and breathe in the good old air, just check out the good old weather and stuff. I mean, that's what you need to do, calm down for some of this stuff. I've been kind of cruising a little bit here on the tube today, and man, it just seems like there's more and more channels popping up that technically just hate you and hate America. They just do, you know. Uh, Not sure exactly where they're actually coming from, but they say that, they're supporting Iran and hope that they destroy America. They don't even be in this country, in my own opinion. I'm sorry, that's just the way I feel. For me, and we have our own problems, that's for sure. But, if you don't like it here, move. It's just that simple. You're free to move. A lot of these people are doing all this crap over here because they can't do it over there. You know what? They can't. But they feel that they can, emboldened or whatever to just talk smack here. Now, how does that keep us from prepping? That means by looking at all this stuff that's going on and all the agitation that's going on, if you're not a prepper now, you should have been one months ago. If we're not stockpiling goodies, so to speak, we're going to be in a world of deep kimchi when all this stuff kind of comes to a head and just explodes in our own country, because it's growing and growing and growing. There's everything that's going on. I mean, I just don't get it. Like I said, if you don't like it here, move. Nobody asked you to be here if you don't like it here. Just saying. My own opinion. It's just my own opinion. May not be your opinion, and that's fine. But I love this country. I don't like everything that's going on in the country by no means, by no means. But I love this country. I was in the military. I stood for its defense. Still would do it today. But doesn't mean that we don't stop prepping, because it's just, man, like I said, when you get on here and you look around and you watch the news, it's just all bad news. If you watch any news, basically, it's all bad news. Now, if you love bad news, you can go on, like I said, you can go YouTube and you can find all kinds of total gloom and doom out there. Now, are we in some dark times? You betcha. We're definitely in some dark times. No better time now to be a prepping person, because, like I said, if you're not ready for what's coming down the pipe, you're going to be left out behind, and there's probably nobody coming to save you, not on earth. So you're kind of more or less on your own, and those that are in your circle. And other than that, you can't trust anything going on outside to come inside to help you. It just, it is what it is. So get prepared, be prepared. Meet new people if you can, and make sure that they're, maybe on the same page you are. You never want to give everybody somebody who's new. You don't want to give them all the information that you have and that you stored this and did that, blah, blah, blah. You don't do that. You keep all your preps and everything quiet, more or less. You don't broadcast it nowhere, because if you do, you could end up in a world of hurt. So I'm just saying, prepare yourself for what's coming down the line, because it's not going to be good. I am a firm believer, I don't consider myself a gloom and doomer by any means, but are we heading for some, like I said, are we heading for some really, really dark times? You betcha, and we're half in it now. So be prepared. The old Boy Scout motto, be prepared. And that's the only thing you can do. Trust in God, be prepared. All right, then, hey, look, until next time, nothing but love for you. I'm getting over my cold. It's really good. I'm great. Still want to show a little bit of flying drones and stuff, because I kind of like that, because I think one needs a drone. They're good to have. Definitely good to look around and see what's going on in your area, and that's why they're good. Because, hey, let's face it, when and if that doo-doo hits the proverbial fan, you're not going to have a system set up to where you can just flick a TV on and find out what's going on somewhere, where the bad things are going. So you might just need a drone. So, all right, then, hey, look, nothing but love for you. I truly mean it. Thanks for stopping by. You guys are great. I do appreciate it. And be safe out there, okay? And take good care, all right? And don't forget, you have to prep. So we'll talk to you later.